Ooh, what's up YouTube? Blazeshadowthorn here, back again with another Wi-Fi battle. This one's against none other than JohnOrigins. His channel link will be down in the description below. He was looking for a UU match on Skype, so I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I'll just throw together some random Pokemon. I actually had a Clefable on this team originally, and then I realized that Clefable's OU, which, a lot of Pokemon, I haven't really played UU that much, so I'm still thinking, a lot of Pokemon that were UU back in 5th gen were still UU, like Galvantula I wanted to use, and then, some Sticky Web and the Blame Truth and the Fairy typing with Clefable, they all went OU, so, I didn't have him anymore. So, looking at my team, I have a Focus Sash Pavilion just because I've never used one before. I really wanted to use one. I have my defensive core of Umbreon and Dusclops. I have a Choice Scarf to Porygon Z, a Belly Drum Unburned Slurpluff or Ice Cream, and then I have a Life Orb Entei, which it's a pretty solid team. I really like it. And then looking over at John's team, he has the Flygon, most likely Scarfed, the Victini, which looks really threatening, the especially defensive Cheese, the Celebi, which I think, at least I hope, especially defensive. Lumios, which I never actually ever saw one before, and then a Nidoking. And so altogether, aside from the Lumios, which I've never really seen before, it looks like a pretty solid team. So let's just get right into the battle then. He's going to be leading off with the Flygon, which automatically tells me that it is Scarfed, because there's no other reason for him to lead off with it. And right here, I make a very terrible play first turn. I really should have went for either a Hurricane or a Quiver Dance, because I completely forgot he has a Celebi on his team, and I go straight away for the Sleep Powder, and obviously, it won't affect it. So, that was a mistake on my part. I really should have went straight away for a Quiver Dance or a Hurricane, predicting that, but I didn't. So right here, I'm going to go for a Hurricane. That does well over half to the specially defensive wall, so, I'm pretty pleased with that damage, considering, it's a Pavilion, and it's a Celebi, So he paralyzes me, which is, it's fine. And then he goes for a Baton Pass. He Baton Passes out instead of Hearts, which, it's fine. I really don't care. Either way, he goes out into Hello, the Lumios, which is pretty cool. And I miss my Hurricane, which I'm not going to say it matters, because obviously it wouldn't be doing too much. As you can see, I go for another Hurricane. Hit this time and go for it. It doesn't do too much damage, but still, it is kind of annoying that you miss the 91% accuracy move, because, with Compound Eyes and stuff, it got a huge buff. But anyways, he decides to go for a Surf this time. I'm just going to fodder off my Pavilion. I have no use for it anymore. It's paralyzed, so I can't set up too much with Quiver Dances. Plus, it's at a low range of HP, so I'm, just like, death fodder. So now I'm going to bring in something to handle this thing, and that's going to be my Slurpluff, my ice cream, my chocolatey ice cream. And he's going to slap that belly and makes a lot of noise as he cuts his HP to maximize its attack. And now he has to deal with a +6 Slurpluff with an Unburdened boost, which is very, very, very scary. He's going to go for a Surf. Unfortunately for him, that is not going to be enough to knock me out. I take it actually very comfortably. I was actually shocked at how comfortably I took that. But he's going to withdraw. He's going to run away, because obviously he doesn't want to take +6 Belly Drum boosted Play Rough. So he's going to switch out, and he's going to go out into Celebi, and that thing just dies to a Play Rough, because, it's a monster when it gets its Unburdened boost. So he's going to go into Flygon. I thought this was very odd, and then I realized that it outspeeds me, because he's Jolly Scarf, and Jolly Scarf outspeeds Unburdened boosted Slurpluff, which, it's very sad, but oh well. I'm going to now go out into my Dusclops. I predict to switch out into his Fire type. I predict to switch out to his Victini. That's what it was, because I knew he had a Fire type on his team. So instead of going for the Will-O-Wisp, trying to get a burn off on that thing, I instead go for a Substitute, because I figured it'd be a better play to be behind a Substitute than if he wants to bring it in. That's fine. He's going to go for a V-Create now. It's going to do actually good chunk of damage to this to the Dusclops. It's enough to break my sub, and I'm going to go for a Pain Split right here, just because I want my HP back up to full, and I thought it would be doing more than a Seismic Toss, and plus still that 25% that I lost from my sub, it would be helpful to get almost all that back. And looking at this V-Create does hella damage to this. I'm max HP, max defense with a Violet. That did way, way too much damage. So, anyways, I'm just going to go straight for a Seismic Toss. It's my only attacking move. I have, I think I'm like Seismic Toss, Substitute, Will-O-Wisp, and Pain Split on this set. So, what I probably should have done was went for another Pain Split, trying to get a little bit more damage off, but, oh well. I am just forced to fodder off my, my Dusclops here. I really have no more use for it. I mean, it would be nice to kind of check the Flygon, but overall, I really didn't think Jolly Scarf Flygon's that strong. So even though it will outspeed all my team, it won't be able to hit hard enough to actually do enough damage. I don't think so. I'm pretty good on that part. So I'm going to be bringing in my Modest Scarf Porygon Z, and the fact that I'm modest comes into play, I think, because I'm able to do lots of damage as the duck gets he's the rage in his eyes, and he's all like, "Urgh." But he does miss his Toxic here, which is a bit unfortunate, but I guess it kind of makes up for my Hurricane miss earlier, so it's kind of, that's the thing. But the duck's gonna look evil and just knock out the Lumiose with a critical hit. Crit didn't matter. It did over half the first time, and it wasn't even a crit. So, anyways, he's gonna go into his Swampert now. I'm gonna go for another Tri Attack because I'm adaptability boosted, modest, and it does over half. But I figured this is it. This is the end of Porygon Z. He's gonna knock me out with an Earthquake. But I lived that very, very nicely, which tells me this is not an offensive Swampert whatsoever, which I was kind of fearing that it would be like a Choice Banded Swampert or something like that, but I lived that hit very, very, very nicely, and I'm able to go and knock out the the Swampert with another Tri-Attack. So, I'm doing a little bit of late-game sweeping with the Porygon, which is pretty cool. So right here, I decided to switch out because I figured best save my Scarfer, and I'm going to go out into my Umbreon as my other defensive wall just to see how well I can take this Earthquake. And then I can retaliate back with a Foul Play. And I take that Earthquake very, very nicely for having no defense investment. I think I might actually have a stray 4 EVs in defense, but mostly it's max HP, max special defense, calm. Because Dusclops is normally my physical defensive wall. But anyways, I take that very, very nicely. I go for a Foul Play. He decides to switch out, go into his Nidoking, and that takes over half from this Foul Play. Good lord, Umbreon is just... Even my walls can do a lot of hella damage. But anyway, he's going to go for a superpower. I actually did not see that superpower coming. I'm able to live. I have no idea how I'm able to live that superpower, but I am able to live that superpower. And then with that, I'm able to knock him out with another Foul Play. Which, now it's looking up for me. Before, I was off to a bit of a rocky start, but I'm coming back. I'm feeling the comeback, feeling it. So, my Umbreon, though, is at a low range of HP, so unfortunately, he will not be able to take an Earthquake from this Flygon. I go for a Protect here, just thinking that maybe the extra 6% I'll gain back with leftovers will be enough to save me. In the back of my mind, I was thinking I would need 2 Protects, and I didn't want to be that guy that goes for a double Protect, fail, and then have me live. So I decided to risk it, stay in, go for the Wish. Unfortunately, though, I was not able to live that in my Flygon, and my Umbreon dies. So right here, I decided to bring in Porygon Z, thinking maybe he's Jolly Scarf. He's Jolly Scarf. I can live this, maybe, but nope. Porygon Z, you died, and now it's looking that comeback. It's not looking too good for me right now. So I'm gonna go out in my Entei, and I'm like, the only way I can win this is if I somehow live an Earthquake and get off a Sacred Fire, get the burn, and then I'll be able to kill you off the Extreme Speed. I am able to live the Earthquake. I go for the Sacred Fire, and by the way, Sacred Fire looks amazing. Go for the Sacred Fire, does over half, and I get the burn, which is like, oh my lord, I think I might actually have just won this match. So right now, now it all comes down to this. Number 1, can my Extreme Speed kill? And number 2, can I live my Life Orb Recoil? And the Extreme Speed is able to knock out the Flygon, and my HP bar goes down, 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 and I am able to live the Life Orb Recoil. So that will leave me with the very, 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 very narrow 1-0 victory. So it was a good game, JohnOrigins. Feel free to check out his channel. His channel link will be down in the description below. Although he has over 1,000 subs versus my 108 I think I have now. So chances are you probably heard of him. He's on Showdown now a lot too. So definitely check out his channel. Leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed this narration in this battle. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.